Hello guys, we're back on another lesson for information technology grade 12, arrays, understanding the string grid. Okay, that is our today's topic. We're all going to talk about the string grid and get you to understand it very well before we can start working with 2D arrays. Okay, my name is Mtobi Sisakolo. I'll be presenting this lesson for you. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today, because right now on the previous lesson, I introduced arrays, 2D arrays. So I thought it was very necessary that because we are going to be working with the string grid very too much. So I thought that before we can go any further with our arrays, we can get to understand the string grid. Okay, so right now I'm going to open Delphi. Where is Delphi? Okay, I'm going to open Delphi so that we can be able to start with the string grid. Okay, where is Delphi? Okay, let me share the screen. New. Okay, where is Delphi here? Okay, there we go. All right, I've already opened my Delphi here. As you can see, it's a blank form. So what we need to do right now, we need to put in our string grid. Remember, everything that we want is here on the tool palette. So under additional, I'm going to scroll here and look for our string grid. Where is the string grid here? It should be here under additional, okay. Grid panel. String grid, where is it? Okay, there we go. Here is our string grid. Just going to drag it from there and drop it here. Okay, as we can see, our string grid here is very small. We cannot put a bigger table here. So I want us to see the controls of the string grid in the tool palette and see all the possible things that we can do using a string grid. Okay, firstly, you can see here at the top, we have our columns that are highlighted, this row, and then here we have a row that is highlighted. So it means when it is highlighted like this, it means it is fixed. It is a fixed row where we can put our topics. Okay, when I come here, as you can see here, we have got fixed columns and fixed rows. So if you want to change the number of fixed columns, you can just come here and change it. As you can see right now, I have two shaded columns here. If I can just run my program right now, you can be able to see it better. Okay, you can see right now, these two are more bold than the other ones. Okay, let's go back and look at other features that, okay, let me take it back to 1. And here on the rows, if you want to change the rows, you can change them too. You see, right now we've got 2 bold rows. Okay, let me just put 1 because I want us to work with 1 today. Okay, another thing that I want us to look at is the number of rows and number of columns in this table. So let me open here a bit How many do we have right now? So we can come here to call count. Where is call count? Here. So in our call count, we have got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 columns. But if we want to change the number of columns, we can change them. If we want to put 10, let me just say 10. We can put 10 to make the table double. Okay. As you can see now, I can scroll and go different directions. Let me just make it bigger so that you can be able to see. What did I do now? Let me just make it bigger. Make the string grid bigger. Okay, you can see now our rows are fitting in here. They end here. So our columns are 10 now. Let's go to the rows. Down there, where is R? Where is R? Where is R? Where is R? Row count. Here it is. So you can see our row count ends here because we still have 5. But then if we want to change them, we come here and change 10. Let's put 10. See what's going to happen. You can see right now I can scroll here. I can scroll here. Let me make it bigger, even this side as well. Let me make it bigger. Okay, it ends here. We've got 10, and this side we've got 10. And then another thing I want us to look at is the default row width. Right now, the default row width, the width of the row is at 24. Let's see if we can put another number. Let's say 30 and see what will happen. You see, our row, okay, I was looking at the height. The height of our rows is becoming a bit bigger than before. So right now it doesn't fit in here. So the column is, they end here now. And then let's look at the default columns. It's 64. How about we make it smaller and make it 30? Same size with the rows, and see what is going to happen. We're supposed to get a square. Oh, this is too small. This is too small. Let's make it 50. This is too small. You can see that my grid ends here now. It cannot fit this part. So if I can just make it smaller, we only have this. Let's make it a bit bigger so that at least it can fit here. Let's make it 50. 50. That is better. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about in this grid is that when you count here in the program, when you count the number of columns from here to this side, you start from 0. So if I count these columns now, it will be column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And even when I count the rows, it will be row 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how this string grid operates. Okay, right now I just want us to at least put something here, put some numbers here at the top, and see what is going to happen. So how many rows? Okay, let me change the name of the string grid. Still come here to, what is its name? Let me check it. This is the name of the string grid. Where is the name? Who is the name? Who is the name? Okay, okay, it's string grid 1. Okay, let's just try to put something here. Okay, let me double click here on the form. Then right now we're going to put some numbers on the form. Let me just say okay, let's declare a variable. I is equal to integer. We want to put numbers. Integer. Oh, what did I do? Where did I take that from? Okay. And then I have to close here. Right now, you can come here to begin. All right, so here we're going to put numbers in the string grid. So the name for our string grid is string grid 1, string grid 1 dot cells. You want to put numbers in the cells. Dot cells, and then square bracket. We need a square bracket here. Okay, let me show you something before I go any further. You see here, let me say dot cells. Okay, you see here, it gives me the option for the cells. Here are the cells. So what is going to happen here inside this square bracket, you can see this square bracket. The first one is the column, and then the second one is the rows of the string. Okay, so when we put this square here, this square bracket, okay, let me start by putting a for loop here. Let me use a for loop. For our string grid, there start from 1 to 10, right? Okay, for 1, for I, we are using I here. I, number 1 to number 10. 1 to 10. Is a problem. 1 to 10. So here, the first thing that I want us to do is to put the columns. Our columns is I, and then in the rows, we're going to put 0, set it to 0. I'll show you why. And then it will be equals to I. Oh, okay. Okay, let me explain this. Because here we are using a string grid, because this is a string grid. So what we need here, what we are going to put here is integers. So it's better if we start by converting so that we don't meet any problems. Integer int to string. So right now we're converting because what we are going to be using on there is a string grid, so it needs values of a string. So what we need right now is I. Okay. Okay. What error do we have here? Okay, here is the error. I made a mistake. I forgot to put this here. Okay. Let's wait for our program. Okay, you see we have the numbers here from 0 to 9. Okay, it starts from 1 to 9 because this one is 0. Otherwise, if we can add here, our values are starting from 1 to 10. So if we can add one more here, one more column here, we can have 10 values. So let me go here and do it. We can have 10 values. It stops at 9 because the first line, the first one is 0. So, okay, before I can go there and change this, let me show you. So here I have put 0 because the first row is 0. So if I can put 1 here, you saw when we ran the program for the first time, it started at the top because we told it that these numbers should be on row 0. Remember, I said when we calculate here, we start from 0, 1, 2, 3. And then even when we go with the columns, we start from 0, 1, 2, 3. So let me show you something from this code. I have just changed the 0 to 1. So if I can say, yes, you will see where it is going to start. You see, so right now we have set it to column 1. It doesn't start from 0 now, so it will start here on the second one because we have set it to 1. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, let me go back here and say 0 because we want it at the top. Put 0 back. Okay, let me just fix this problem. So here, in order for us, because here on our code we said our values are going to start from 1 and end with 10. So I will go back here in the code. In the string grid and look for the row count and the row count. So we can just say 11. And then here we can say 11 as well because where is the yeah, here is the call count. The call count should be 11 as well. Okay, let's run it and see what is going to happen. So okay, just come here and make it a bit bigger. Okay, here was the row. Let me run it again. See what is going to happen. All right, there we go. We're looking for number 10 because our code is saying these numbers are going to start from 1 to 10. But previously it was starting from 1 to 9 because this row here, this first column here is column number 0. When we calculate in the string grid, we start from 0. Okay, let's put numbers in the rows. Okay, let me just say I will use a for loop again. For I, that's from 1 and end with 10. And with 10. So right now we want to display the numbers on the string grid, which is string grid 1 dot cells. Okay, even here you see it starts with the columns and end with the rows. So right now, cells, square bracket, and then our columns now. So right now it is going to be vice versa. So I'm going to start with 0, comma, I, square bracket, equals to, remember we need to convert because that is a string grid, and here we are working with a variable of an integer. So int to string. Okay, we need I. We need I. So you see, even here in the columns, I told it that in the columns it should start from 0. Let's run it and see. Okay, you see, this one is left because we told it that it should start from 0. So it went down and start here. Let's see what would happen if we, okay. I cannot be able to see the tail here. Let's just make it a bit wider here. Okay, we're going to be able to see our tail now. So let's see what would happen if we can put 1 here instead of 0. Let's see. Okay, you see now, we told it that it should start on the first column, not on the 0 column. So this is how, I hope now you understand how the string grid operates. So, okay, let me come back here and fix it. Put it to 0 and put it to 0. Okay, right now we have numbers here, but you know that when we start doing our arrays, we're going to use all of these things and try to put numbers and do everything that we want to do. Okay, let me come here. Okay, let me run my program again. Okay, let me say we want to put some numbers here, some calculations here. Let's just put different numbers here and play with it and see what is going to happen. So the first thing that I need to do, I need to put a pattern. What is going on now? Why is my tool palette like, oh, okay. Let me just put a button and see if we can put numbers here. Our button, we're going to, let's just name it add, because it will add numbers. Where is the caption for the button? There it is. Let's just say add numbers. Okay, there we go. Double click on the button. So what type of numbers are we going to add here? Let's just multiply these numbers that are here. Let's just create a multiplication table, something that is going to be easy to understand. Okay, so we are going to do a multiplication table that this number should multiply this number, and this number should multiply this number, and this number multiplies this number, and this one 10 will multiply 10. Okay, let's go to our pattern and see how we can do that. How many variables do we need here? We need the column as our variable, and we also need the row as our variable. I column, because they are going to be the same type. I row of type integer. Okay, don't want us to put this column here. Let's say I call. Oh, okay, I forgot to mention it that this is a variable var. All right, right now, okay, we said we are going to multiply this. Okay, so let's use a for loop. For let's use a for loop for I call is equals to 10. 1 to 10, and then okay, so right now we need to calculate on our string grid. So string grid dot cells something I didn't spell right here. String grid dot, what's going on here? Oh, string grid 1, I forgot. The name of this is string grid 1 dot cells. Okay, there we go. Dot cells. Okay, square bracket, and then we're going to say I call no, it's how, not how I named it, I call, and then we need arrow square bracket. What are we going to do with them? We are going to let me see, will be equals to, so we said we are going to do a calculation here, so it will be equals to I call multiply by arrow. Okay, let's see what is going to happen. Okay, I didn't bring the for loop, so this needs to be a nested for loop. This needs to be a nested for loop for like arrow arrow, because we're going to be multiplying both of them, is equals to, starts from 1 to 10. Okay, let's run it. Two errors. Let's go and find out why are we getting errors. Okay, this is, I think we need to convert, because this is a string. So int to string, to string. We need to convert it. Okay, let's see if we still do have an error here. All right, boom, there goes, we have our numbers now. So 1 has multiplied 1, 10 has multiplied 10, 4 has multiplied 4. It's just like multiplication table. So yeah, that was it. Let me just do a quick recap on what we were doing today. So we know that right now we are familiar with the string grid. If you want, let me just do a quick recap on what we did. You can make it bigger the way you want it. You can change the fixed. Where are the fixed column? Where is it? F. Where is F here? This thing keeps on jumping around. It's too quick. It's too quick. Okay. Where is the okay, I didn't press on the string grid. I was surprised why it is doing like this. Okay, the first thing that we were doing, the string grid on the object inspector, looking at its properties. Okay, here you can change the number of rows, and then remember, most importantly, is that this thing doesn't count. This one, this first row is not counted. This first column is not counted as a column. It starts from 0. So if you want, which means if you want to have 4 columns, you are going to put 5. If you want to have 6, you are going to put 7. Just like that. If you can understand that, then you understand everything about the string grid. Okay, and then another thing we did here, we were just putting numbers, but we didn't use any form of array here. We were just putting numbers, understanding how does this the string grid work. So, and then another thing, so let me do this and see what is going to happen. So our fixed columns, we had 1. Let's see what will happen if we can put 2 now. Minding that we have already put numbers here on our string grid. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't do anything because we have already programmed it here. Okay guys, I hope everything was clear about the string grid. So when we go to our next lesson, we are going to go straight to 2D arrays without having any problems. You know how to use the string grid. You know everything, how to put information in the string grid, how to work with information in the string grid. Even though it was not that much, but at least you have knowledge about it. so you know you can use it anytime you want now. So okay, that was it for today's lesson. Okay, that was it for today's lesson, guys. We're done with the lesson of string grids. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in for today's lesson. You guys are very great. And if you have any questions, you can email me at mtobisisacolo@gmail.com. Bye.